Okay, the first tip and key crucial component for weight loss is a Are you working out hard and eating right, but you're still not losing weight? If this describes you, then guess what? You're in luck. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to lose weight and improve your health after 40. Here's the thing. The reason you're not losing weight might be tied to something you never even thought about, your gut. Also, I'm gonna give you 3 of my best tips to help you lose weight. But first, let's talk about gut health and why it's vital for weight loss. Before I get into specifics about your gut and why it might be keeping you from making progress, I wanna say thank you to Ombre Lab for sponsoring this video and also for helping me out with my own gut issues. You see, I've been struggling with bloating and abdominal cramping and having digestive issues for quite a while now. And the frustrating thing for me is I eat pretty clean, man, and I have been for several years. So naturally, I got frustrated with constantly having stomach issues. But here's the thing. The issues I was dealing with weren't tied to eating bad food, but foods that weren't necessarily good for my gut environment. That's the cool thing about Ombre Lab. They can measure your gut health by offering an at-home test that can measure your bacteria levels. This is huge for people like me because I've got a very busy schedule and I don't have the time to go to a doctor, wait for hours to be seen, get lab work done, and then wait for the results to come back from the lab. This is way too inconvenient, man. Again, with Ombre Lab, you don't have to leave your house. The test will ship straight to your door with easy to follow collection instructions. Then once you collect the sample, all you do is send it back in the prepaid shipping label. Upon receiving your results, Ombre Lab will give you a detailed breakdown of your gut bacteria, health issues it may be causing, and what specific foods you need to consume more or less of to improve your gut health. I was surprised to see what foods I needed to cut back on and happy to know what foods to consume more of to help my own gut issues. So why is your gut health so important for your weight loss? There are a large number of bacteria cells in your gut. Bacteria is part of what makes up your human gut microbiome. This microbiome is crucial for maintaining your health and your vitality. It helps break down complex carbs as well, which leads to producing vitamins and nutrients. Bacteria in the gut also influences how efficiently you digest food and helps regulate the release of leptin and ghrelin hormones, which those 2 hormones control your levels of hunger and fullness. This can lead to constant cravings, overeating, and turning you into an extremely moody person. All right, the last thing I will mention before I give you my 3 best tips to help you lose weight is that Ombre Lab will even develop personalized probiotics to heal your gut. So if you're struggling with bloating, constipation, abdominal pain, skin blemishes, a weak immune system, or if you find it difficult to maintain a healthy weight, do yourself a favor, man, and get your gut checked. I'm gonna put a link to their website in the description below and use that link to get $30 off of your test. Okay, the first tip and key crucial component for weight loss is a highly effective fat-burning nutrition strategy, carb cycling. The other vital nutrition component is making sure you eat in a caloric deficit. This basically means eating less calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight. If you need 2,500 calories to maintain your current weight, then cutting calories to 2,200 will create a 300 calorie deficit. This will get the ball rolling towards your weight loss, all right? The other nutrition component I mentioned is carb cycling. There are several different types of carb cycling strategies out there, but the one I include in my programs and I'm recommending is a simplified and sustainable strategy. One caveat here though, not all carbs are created equal. For instance, I break carbs up into complex carbs and then fibrous carbs or veggies. The carb cycling I recommend allow you to eat fibrous carbs every day, all day, but the complex carbs like rice, potatoes, quinoa, fruit, beans, multigrains, and oatmeal should only be consumed on the days you lift weights. I want you to earn your carbs. If you're sedentary and not working out, then you don't really need the excess carbs in your body, and vice versa. If you're working out and lifting weights, then you need the extra fuel to allow for an intense workout and for adequate recovery. So to break this down into a simplified approach, if you lift weights 4 days per week, then you'll be eating complex carbs on those days. The 3 days a week you're off from lifting weights, you eliminate the complex carbs and only add veggies to your meals. All right, this leads me to tip number 2, resistance training. This is the second part to creating a caloric deficit. When you lift weights, you burn calories. So the harder you train, the more calories you burn. Going back to the previous calorie deficit, you cut calories by 300. Now, if you work out intensely with weights, you burn 300 calories during your workout. Then this adds a greater overall calorie deficit. So you're consuming 300 less calories and you're burning an additional 300 calories, which leads to an overall deficit of 600 calories. So I hope that makes sense. This is how you burn fat quickly. Don't starve the fat by cutting calories too drastically. Instead, burn the fat through resistance training. The other thing I want to mention about resistance training is you need to focus on the multi-joint compound movements. Doing this will burn the most calories and help you increase your testosterone levels as well. I'm talking about deadlifts, squats, pull-ups, bench presses, and shoulder presses. These movements will give you the best overall results. Now, the third tip I'm going to give you kind of piggybacks off of resistance training a little bit, meaning this tip also burns a tremendous amount of calories. I'm talking about HIIT cardio, high intensity interval training. I prefer this type of cardio for 2 reasons. One, it doesn't take too much time. You can have a great HIIT workout in 20 minutes and you can burn a ton of calories in those 20 minutes. The second reason is that HIIT cardio also increases muscle building hormones. So you get the best of both worlds, man. You burn more fat and you boost testosterone to help build and maintain muscle. HIIT cardio can be done anywhere as well and using several pieces of equipment. You can do outdoor sprints with no equipment at all, do sprint intervals on an upright bike, a recumbent bike, an elliptical, a step mill, a rower, or a treadmill. This allows you to change things up and keep your cardio fun and challenging. You can even do HIIT cardio with burpees and mountain climbers or sprinting in place. So there's no excuse to not do your HIIT cardio. All right, man, so there you have it. Fix your gut health and incorporate these 3 tips to start 2022 the right way. Thanks for watching this video and get busy, get after it, and God bless.